on in, ladies. All right. Do these feel all right now that we adjusted them?
Much better.
Okay, good. Good. All right, just move around a little bit, because these suits have got to flex. They've got to be comfortable and athletic, not just beautiful. All right, Claudia, get over here.
Ordering us around like cattle again? That would make us cows.
You're gorgeous cows, though, all right? I don't want your heads getting swelled here. I got to keep you in check.
Well, what do you know? The man's back to work already.
It's about time, too. These suits need work.
What are you talking about? I thought they were fine.
He just likes to have us around.
Yes, his little stable of beauties. We missed him so terribly.
You see what I have to put up with here?
Yeah. That was a wonderful party last night. Your wife was really in top form.
Yeah, my wife.
I just thank God things are finally back to normal for you two.
Normal? Look, Dad, these are the changes I have made so far.
This, you're gonna have to take fabric from this?
Yes, we will. That's the only way we can do it. It's all out of proportion.
It's all right for this suit.
Yeah.
Oh, Rich!
Welcome back, Rich. All us girls want to let you know, when you were gone, we missed you so. Welcome back, Rich.
Rehearsal?
Hi, Daddy.
Taylor. Taylor's. Honey. Oh. Wait a minute. You didn't leave yet? What?
No, I went to the airport and then I came back.
Does that mean you're not going to go to...
No, I'm not going back to Morocco.
What made you change your mind?
I went to the airport and I checked in. Then I started to think about Rich. I was thinking that I was leaving him. And this is a man that I love more than anything. And I know he feels the same way about me. And this sacrifice that I was making. And I tried to convince myself, I tried to tell myself that I could be strong, that I could do this, I could go back to Morocco, and I could make a new life, and I could just deny my feelings. But then suddenly I started to see things differently. I started to see things clearly. I mean, I saw myself 10 years from now, bitter and unhappy and resentful, and all of those children around me, all of those beautiful orphan children, having someone take care of them, so frustrated and resentful, and I knew it wouldn't work. It couldn't work.
So you came back here?
No, I went to Ridge and Brooks' place.
You did?
Yes. And I let Ridge know I'm alive.
Your Highness,
Yes?
we'll be landing shortly.
Thank you, Kozak. Los Angeles. I have come for you, Layla. I have come to take you home.
Come in.
I've got those sketches, Sally.
Oh. Thank you, Anthony. Just put them down over there, okay? Was there something else?
Yes, Sally, there is.
Okay. So let's hear it. Dylan told me about the blow-up you had.
Sally, he was conducting meetings in my office.
With my authorization, Anthony. Those meetings were very important regarding issues that had to be dealt with immediately.
I think I should have been consulted.
Well, normally you would have been. But everybody's aware of the trauma you've been going through, and I just didn't want to bother you with it.
Okay, all right. And I appreciate that.
So how are you now, Anthony? I mean, really. Do you want to come back to work? Do you think you're ready to carry a full load now?
Oh, Sally, I wish I could say yes.
Okay. I understand. Everybody knows what Ivana's death has done to you. It was a shock to all of us.
But Sally, that's not what worries me now.
Well, then what does?
Macy.
Macy, what about the rumor that you and Forrester argued in his cell?
I told you no comment. Don't you know what that means? How many times do I have to say it?
And you don't deny you're starting to have real doubts about Thorne's innocence.
Get out.
Macy, why don't you level
How
with
can
us?
you not have doubts? The DA has
Okay, that's it. You heard her. Get the hell out of here.
Hey, we're gonna go.
No more. Please.
Just answer a couple simple
Sir,
questions.
please.
One more thing.
Please.
It's really for your benefit.
Please.
Just give us an answer.
No
Macy,
more.
it's really your benefit.
Thank you, darling.
Mace, I'm so sorry.
Oh my God, they're everywhere. They're everywhere.
I saw him in the parking lot, and then I tried to call you on your car phone.
I turned that off. They've got that number too.
Well, I tell you, if they try to come up here again, I swear to you, I will take each and every one of those reporters and hit them with a baseball
They're not going to
bat.
come up here. They're just going to wait for me down in the lobby until I leave.
Great, what are you gonna do?
I don't know. I don't know, darling, but I've got to do something quick. These people are going to eat me alive.
You're worrying about Macy, huh?
Listen, Sally, I don't want to be an alarmist, but Macy's in a bad place right now.
I know that, Anthony.
The press, the reporters, they're hounding her, they're following her. And I am scared to death she's on the verge of a breakdown.
You may be right, but what can we do?
We can get her the hell out of town, Sally. If only for a week or so.
Well, that would be the ideal solution. But with Thorne in prison, how can we convince her to leave?
One of us could go with her.
Well, I suppose I could get away for a little while, but Anthony, this is our busiest time of the year. All the buyers are in town.
Sally, I could go with her. She and I have talked about it. She hasn't said yes, but I think with the right words from you. Sally, there's a lot of mutual support between us. Macy and I have been through so much.
I know you have. Where were you thinking about going?
Well, I don't know, anywhere out of the country, Mexico, someplace where the story is not so hot.
Mexico.
How did you have it?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt.
It's all right, darling. Come on in. I want to talk to you.
Ridge knows you're alive. You told him.
Yes.
Oh, honey. Gee. Well, what did he say? I mean, how did he react? He has to be in total amazement.
Dad, at first he was terrified. He must have thought he was hallucinating. But then we talked. And it was like nothing I expected it to be. It was like a coming home, a reunion. And I was standing there talking to someone I knew so well. And it was like I was falling in love with him all over again.
Well, all's well that ends well. Ridge, you're back, and Forrester's going to have one hell of a summer.
Yeah, I sure hope so.
Well, why not? What could possibly keep that from happening? Red? Something wrong? Something you want to talk to me about?
Excellent landing, Kozak.
Thank you, sire. Your car is waiting. Will you be going directly to your hotel?
No. There's someone I'd like to see first.
Yeah, Dad, there is something on my mind.
What is it, Red? Tell me, Rich. You can tell me anything. You know that.
Well, I wish I could tell you about this, Dad. God knows I'd love to tell someone.
Well, it's pretty significant, then.
Yeah, it's very significant. Have you ever had something happen to you that was so unexpected, so completely beyond anything you could possibly imagine that you don't even know how to process it? You don't even know how to feel about it?
This is something like that?
Let's just say that something happened to me, something I'm gonna have to deal with. That is, after I learned to accept the fact that it's not a mirage, and it wasn't some dream I had.
You don't regret telling him, do you?
No, not at all. If anything, I regret not having told him earlier. You know, as I stood there, Dad, looking at Rich, talking to him, I realized how deeply attached I am to this man. I mean, how desperately I love him, and I need him, and I want him. And then suddenly I was aware of how much time has passed, and I found myself wondering how I could have let so much time go by without telling him. It's like I've been in some kind of fog. I've totally ignored myself. That's what's so utterly incredible about this whole thing. I mean, I've tried to do something that I know in my heart and my soul I could never live with. And now I've got to find the right way to tell Rich that.
Well, what's the next step? When are you going to see him again?
As soon as I can. I'm going to call him right now.
What is it?
Actually, we both want to talk to you, Macy.
About what?
About getting you away from this media frenzy. You've got to get out of town for a while, Macy. Now, you listen to me. I can't stand to see the gutter press tearing you to pieces the way they're doing. You only have to look at yourself to see how it's affecting you. Honey, you've got to get away, if only for a little while.
It's funny, Thorne said the same thing.
Has he?
Good, then it's settled. I'm taking you to Mexico.
Rich Forster.
Rich, it's me. It's Taylor. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Am I catching you at a bad time?
Taylor, I still can't get over it. I mean, I was up all night trying to figure out if this really happened.
Rich, you're going to be fine. I'm not going to pressure you into anything.
I have so many questions for you, Taylor.
I know you do.
I really want to talk to you, but not here and not over the phone.
Well, you just name the place and I'll meet you there.
How about the club, the private dining room? Do you remember where that is?
Of course I remember where that is.
I'm sorry, of course you do. It's just that I
know it's going to take a lot of getting used to.
You have to admit it's pretty damn bizarre. Look, I'll set it up for tonight, 7 o'clock. Can you get over there on your own?
Yes.
All right. Then I'll see you there at 7.
Goodbye, Rich.
Goodbye, Taylor.
Mexico.
Cabo San Lucas. There won't be any reporters there.
Macy, I think it's an excellent idea.
Wait,
I do too. I think it's a perfect place to get to.
Slow down.
Macy, if you're worried about me being there,
It's not that I'm worried.
let's have an understanding right now. I'm going for the same reason you are, to get my head together. We wouldn't have to see each other if you didn't want to.
Well, there it is. There it is. I think it'll be wonderful for both of you. Thorne agrees, doesn't he?
Well, when would we leave?
I could probably get us a flight out tonight. Just think of it. Macy, no press, no cameras. If nothing else, we can take the time to put our heads together and maybe figure out who really killed Ivana.
Do you really think we could?
Possibly.
I think Anthony has a point, darling.
Yes, I suppose he does.
So can we call it a plan?
Let me clear it with Thorne first.
Oh, Macy, he'll agree with it. He and I want the same thing, whatever is best for you. Now go see him.
Okay. Okay, I'll talk to him. Cabo San Lucas just does sound pretty peaceful.
It sounds perfect to me. The absolute perfect place to get a lot of rest and relaxation.
And trust me, I'll make sure you get a lot of that, Macy. Believe me, you'll look back on this and you'll realize how significant this was. This could be the most important thing you've ever done for yourself.
Thanks. Thank you, Anthony.
Come on, darling. It's absolutely the right thing to do. You'll see. Got to get the media off of your back.
So you're meeting Rich tonight?
Yes, in the private dining room.
Well, you all used to go there quite often.
Only on special occasions.
Sweetheart, this is a special occasion.
I hope so, Dad. God, I hope so.
Door's open.
Hello, Rich Forrester.